Good morning to everyone. Myself, I am Surya Narayana, working as an assistant professor in PBR BITS Kavali. Today in this class, I am going to discuss about wire drawing in manufacturing process subject. First of all, coming to wire drawing, to manufacture long slender products, that means wire or tube material, it is drawn through a die. That means we are pulling the material, that means we are pulling the metal through a semi-opening die. That the material is deformed by compression, but the deformation force is supplied by pulling on the deformed end at exit point of wire or rod. This term is known as indirect compression process, and wire drawing is an operation to produce wires of various sizes with specific tolerances. Next, this process involves reducing the diameter of bores, that means rods or wires, by passing them through a series of successive dies having smaller bore diameter than the one preceding it. The drawing force must not exceed the strength of the drawn wire. After exceeding, that will be break. Typically, this means the maximum reduction is 50%. Less than 50%. In practice, reduction is only 20 to 30%. Avoid frequent breakage of metal. The final wire size is reached as the wire passes through the last die in the series. Next, this is the figure for wire drawing. In this, I am showing that in figure the dies having three different diameters, and the direction of wire drawing is shown here. The dies with reducing bore diameters, first one is larger and second one is medium, third one is smaller. After passing the metal through successive dies, the diameter of wire or rod is reduced. And next, wire drawing is a tool that consists of highly polished shape hole through which the wire is drawn, reducing its diameter. The choice of die material, that is natural or synthetic single crystal diamond and polycrystalline or carbide, etc., depend on the material of the wire to be drawn and the operating parameters. Next, this is the wire drawing die. In the middle figure, I am showing that entry of wire and exit of wire. At entry point, the dia is very large and exit point is very less. After passing and sending the wire through the entry of wire, and the dia is very large, the occupancy also very high in entry point, but after passing through from entry point to exit point, the dia is gradually reduced. At exit point, the dia is very small and the wire or rod dia is also reduced because of die shape. When the metal is forced through the die by tensile forces, that means pulling force applied to the metal at exit point, is called drawing. The compression force is applied at the entry point, that is extruding process. Defects in wire drawing. Some common defects are bulge formation, internal cracks, seams and surface defects. First of all, bulge formation. This occur in front of the die due to low reduction in material and high pressure angles, that means high die angles. Internal cracks are occurred on the part due to increasing of die angles with decreasing reduction per pass. And next, third one, seams. These are appear as longitudinal scratches or folds in the material. And finally, surface defects. These are occurred on the surface due to improper selection of process parameters and lubrication. And next, applications of wire drawing. Wires for electrical and electronic equipments, cables, springs and musical instruments, fencing, bailing and wire baskets and shopping carts. For these, we are using wire drawing operation to produce these type of applications. And next, coming to tube drawing. First of all, wire drawing, that means pulling the wire through a die, that is wire drawing. And also tube drawing is similar to wire drawing. In this also we are using tensile forces to pulling. No compression force here. It is normally used for making the tubes to size from hollow tube shells produced by extrusion. After then, cooled down to size by succession of passes within interstage anneals as required and supplied either in straight lengths or coil type. Methods of tube drawing. The common methods of tube drawing are tube sinking, tube drawing with stationary plug or mandrel, and tube drawing with moving mandrel. First of all, I am discussing about tube sinking. This method is generally not preferable for there is no support is provided inside of surface of the tube. As a result, thickness is increases. This is the figure for tube sinking or tube drawing. Based on die, we are pulling the tube in between dies. Tube drawing with a stationary plug. By following this method, greater dimensional accuracy are obtained because of the proper support provided at the inner and outer surfaces of the tube. The plug may be used like cylindrical or conical shape, either fixed or floating type. In a fixed plug, friction is more as compared to floating plug. This one is the figure for fixed plug. By supporting inside and outer sides, then the dimensional accuracy is very good by using fixed plugs. In floating plugs, there is no fixed here, only movement. But why we are preferring fixed or floating plugs for this process? Because in order to pull the tube through the die, the frictional forces are increased between walls to the die. In order to reduce or avoid these frictional forces, we are providing lubrication here. Tube drawing with a moving mandrel. This method is similar to the plug drawing, except the difference is that in tube drawing with fixed plug or moving plug or floating plug, in that there is no mandrel, but in this mandrel is here. Because of the moving mandrel, friction is minimized, but the mandrel has to be removed by rolling process. Hence, there is slight increase in diameter of tube. This results in reduction of dimensional tolerances. This is the figure for moving mandrel. Central one is the moving mandrel. Thank you, students. Thanks for watching.